Hi guys, welcome back. I'm just following up after doing a video on the at the time. Uh, brought back a big story from the actual Northridge earthquakes in, I believe it was in '94. February, January, February, one of them 2 months. It was actually cold. Well, it was actually cool here in California. So one of our biggest tasks was to actually secure property. Secure property meaning they didn't want what happened in the actual Rodney King riots to happen again after this earthquake. So we were tasked with securing a medical building, and it was on Olympic Boulevard, and one of the floors in the middle buckled and actually gave way due to the earthquake. So obviously nobody was ever going to have to go back in the office and retrieve the actual property. So what ended up what ended up actually having this property hand by hand vetted out was there was a pharmacy there and there was medical records for a lot of celebrities in this building. And there's a lot of psych records, so there was multiple HIPAA issues involving this actual building collapse. And so uh, they came up with a plan, and a private company was actually going to execute this actual project and start to actually empty out offices, pharmacies into these dumpsters, these huge dumpsters. And then after that, they were going to be taken away into a secure area, and they were actually going to be um, inspected one by one and separating for the actual medical offices and for that actual building. So one of the tasks was to keep actual people out of this block. And this is Olympic Boulevard, so it's a big boulevard that we're talking about. And so they assigned the National Guard to surround it and not have any trespassers. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know why we were out there actually. But I think it's curiosity, I guess. A couple of us went out there, and we're just looking around, and we ended up just hanging out by one of the corners, and just kind of people watched, People wanted to get through to the street by walking, and they were not allowed to. And this actual this one gentleman, he was just kind of not snooping around, but he was just kind of getting better angles. He had a camcorder. He was just filming camcorder. So, and he actually starts talking to me, and that's how I found out he was actual insurance investigator. And he had a camcorder, and he was just taking video of everything that was happening with this building because his insurance was actually involved and actually paying out. So he had his credentials out, and he just proceeds to just walk the perimeter. And he was well aware that he was not allowed to go into the actual parking lot, so he was no problem. But what he caught on video was actually a big problem. As these construction companies and their employees started to actually trickle out of the building and actually start putting objects into the actual dumpsters, a foreman decided to take a couple of laptops and put them in his company vehicle. I didn't see this, but this insurance inspector or agent, he actually caught the video of it. I got to see that part. So um, we had nothing to do with it. It was all LAPD, or the local PD to that Olympic Boulevard section. I don't know if they had a private or LAPD or sheriff. I'm not quite sure. We were out of it, so we were just kind of observing and stuff like that. And the insurance investigator went over to police officer, and he actually showed him the video and explained to him the situation. At that time, as they were walking by, and I was actually watching this time. Again, this foreman actually was putting stuff into his company vehicle, the front cab of the truck, and they actually approached him and asked him some questions. I was across the street because it's just better that way. It's just better that way, you know. I was across the street just looking and stuff like that, and we spoke to him for a couple of seconds and proceeded to hook him up, put handcuffs on him, and retrieve the actual the stuff he had placed in his company vehicle. So uh, it didn't matter that he just drove away. It didn't matter if he, you know, they had an actual procedure. That procedure was for everything to go into that truck. I don't know if he ever tried to defend it or to actually justify it, but that's not the point. They had specific actual rules and protocol, and he didn't follow that. So therefore, he uh, he failed to acknowledge the protocol, and he was arrested and charged. And I mean, I imagine he had a good job, you know, had a good job. I imagine he had been with the company for a while, you know, because he wasn't getting dirty. I'll tell you that much, you know. And that's just the way it goes. And unfortunately, you know, that's just another story. And hope you guys like this stuff. Thank you.